class, and happy Wednesday. I hope you're all having a great week and the project is off to a great start. So just a reminder that these daily videos are really important. The very first thing that you should do every period is to watch this video so that you can orient yourself to the tasks of the day. Yesterday, you completed the market research slideshow. You wrote notes on slides 16 to 20, and you completed the market research project sign-up sheet for your group. You should have had your project approved by me so far, okay, at this point. This point then, because you've had your product idea and your project idea approved by me, you're going to start generating your survey. Now, writing a good market research survey is not easy, okay? You do actually have to have some content to really understand what you're doing. So the very first thing you're going to do today individually is you're going to go through this slideshow, learning about how to write an effective market research survey. This is really crucial because before you actually send out your survey to the community, to your target market, I have to see it and approve it, and I will be live marking it. So meaning that when you send me your draft copy, your final draft copy of your survey, I'm actually going to be looking for ensuring that you have applied these concepts from these lessons. I'm going to be giving you feedback in your email reply. I'll say, okay, I really want you to change this and change this and change this before you send out your survey. Every single group will get feedback from me. So it's not a reflection of your mark, but your mark will be reflected more on how you apply this content. So you've got to go through this lesson. I expect that you will go through this individually and that you will read through the lesson. And it really just breaks down how to make a good survey question, making sure that you're understanding that writing a question in your survey needs to be very intentional. Every single question that you write for your market research survey has to have a purpose. So you're not just coming up with a question because you want to fill in, make sure that you have 8 to 10 questions and that's it. Every single question you have to write because you want to know that that information is going to help you make a good decision about your particular business. So for example, maybe you're researching what your target market prefers, organic chocolate chip cookies versus non-organic chocolate chip cookies. And you're doing a blind test to see which they prefer, right? The surveys questions that you write have to make sure that you're going to be able to collect information that really applies to that criteria. And I'm going to be looking for that when you send me your survey, okay? So this is a slide deck that gives you simple tips for how to ensure that you write a proper market research survey. So make sure you go through this. And it gives you examples of a good question versus a poor question. Okay, making sure that you understand that the type of questions that you write are going to be something that people understand. All right, ensuring that you're not writing leading questions or questions that are biased, making sure that you're leaving room for your target market to be responding authentically to the experience interacting with your product, etc. Okay, so again, I want you to go through and read through this slideshow, making sure that you understand how to effectively write a market research survey. And I will be able to tell when you send me your final draft copies. This is a video on how to create a proper Google Form survey. If you have never used Google Forms before, this is an awesome tutorial video. So again, it's there for you. You're also expected to watch this video. And this is another great video that gives you really important information as to how to write a proper market research survey. Again, I will know if you don't go through this material. So the very first thing you should do in class today is make sure that you review this material before anything else. This should take you about half an hour, okay? All of that, your teacher knows that you should be quiet for half an hour going through this material. I've actually written it in the lesson plan. Okay. When you're done with this material, then you and your group can start working on generating your actual survey. Okay. Your survey has to be generated and you do need to send it to me over email, ideally by the end of the period, no later than tomorrow. Okay. So again, you've had the last few days really to work on all of these things. And so this information, again, you should have this cleaned up and sent to me by absolutely no later than tomorrow. Okay. So you're going to send me one email per group. Okay. So if you're in a group of 3, you're going to send me, one of your group members is going to send me an email. And in this email, you're going to include your group names, your research objective, and the link to your survey. Every single group is going to get an email reply back giving you feedback as to how you can improve your survey. I do expect that you take my feedback and you make the changes to your survey before you send it out to your target market. This is extremely important because number one, you've never written a proper market research survey before, and I'm your teacher and I know how to do it. So my feedback is really important. But number two, if you don't make those changes, then your results are not going to be as effective and they're not going to be as good. So I will expect to see that. Okay. And again, the ideal is that you get this done by the end of the period today, and then I'll be able to send you an email reply by class tomorrow, and you'll be able to use that feedback and distribute your surveys throughout Friday's class. Okay, so that is what's on top for today. All of this information obviously is here for you, and if you have any ongoing questions, you know to email me. Make sure you do, and I hope you have a great day.